the nail on the head. Like I don't even really got to say much more because that's what it is. But imagine the flip side of that. Imagine saying it's okay for me not to agree. I just want to understand where you coming from. I want to just acknowledge the fact that you even do have an opinion. I was thinking about this on the way. I went to where was I at? I was in Roseville earlier today, and I was driving back home, and I was thinking, and I was like, knowing that I was gonna get on the podcast, and I said, boom, we're gonna be on the podcast with you, and people gonna hear this when it come out, and maybe they might say something like, oh, I don't agree with what Dwight said, or I don't really like how he was saying this, or I don't, right? And I said, okay, Dwight, what happens if in the comments people is just saying all these things that they don't agree, they don't like it, he don't know what he's talking about, da, 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 da. And I was like, how will you respond? And I told myself, I'm going to respond well. And the best way for me to respond to any of that or anything outside of that is I appreciate you for even making time to think through something to share with me. Bro, I don't have to agree with it. Like it don't move me none for me to disagree and argue. I'm just saying for me, one man's perspective is I'm just grateful that somebody, one, listened, two, they decided to share their opinion, right? And three, I can now determine what I want to do with that. I don't got to be mad. I don't got to be frustrated. I don't have to let my energy go there. Man, my wife, we say it all the time. Where my focus goes, my energy flows. I am not trying to have my energy in some stuff that really don't move the needle for me. You dig what I'm saying? I'm okay for you to not like what I'm saying. I'm okay for you to disagree. The effective communicator in me will then go to you in a post or reach out in a DM and say, I appreciate you for sharing that. What about what I said made you respond this way? Because I'm always trying to be better. I'm always trying to learn. I feel like, and I'm getting a little turned up because this is just the space I'm in, but I feel like I learn best, not from the wins. I learn best when I don't hit the mark or when somebody has something that goes opposite of what I might be thinking, because that's how I learn best. And so I actually bring, accept those things or want people to have a different thought process because I'm a forever learner. You dig what I'm saying? And then I've got no energy to be putting into the other stuff, And again, that's just me.
Hey, but you know something weird? People don't realize, because I'm happy. I am on the internet doing this. I'm 40. I'm about to be 42 next month. I'm happy I started this in my mid-30s because they be coming at me, the white. They be hitting me, your race, baby. You're racist yourself. Your mama shouldn't be. That's how they hit me, right? Yeah. I'm happy I'm older because I'm like, I'm not gonna put no energy to it.
Facts.
But what you just said was remarkable. What if somebody hits you like this, just venom, and you say, like what you said, think about how you change the energy when you hit them with that. Thank you for even acknowledging me and listening. What about what I said? Now they either gonna get serious and have a conversation,
come on,
or they're gonna like apologize, like, man, no, I was tripping. I didn't realize what you was. You know what I mean? So you can take people off of that negative energy they be on just by flipping it on them, because I'm not gonna let you control me. You know what I mean? Because that's what happens when you control my energy. When I get mad at somebody, be like, damn, I'm driving hella fast. I'm cussing more. They kind of controlling me a little bit. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna keep it so solid. I'm gonna speak for myself. It ain't even kind of for me. It's they controlling me. When somebody else, you know what I'm saying? When somebody else who not physically got their hands on me can cause me to do something that I don't want to do, it's a problem for me, bro. Like I really got to check myself. Like, man, Dwight, but here's what it is. I have to start with my self-talk. Like, what is it in me that I need to work on, that I need to think through, that's causing me to react like this? Two of my favorite words are respond well. My grandfather told me a long time ago, he said, grandson, there's a lot of things in this world that you cannot control. Like you can't control everything that happens to you, but you can always control how you respond to what happens to you. So don't ever give up that control and that power. And so I'm always checking myself, like, what's going on in me that's causing me to want to react to someone where I just want to know more information? Tell me more. Like, tell me more. Let me know your thought process. Because here's the reality. I want to know how people think, but also I want to know how people think about what they think. Like, talk to me more about it. I actually like more conversations with people that don't think like me than I do with people who think like me.
Yes.
You feel me? Like that for me, that's exciting for me.
And that's how you learn too. If you sit in the room with 12 people and all of you guys agree on everything, You may have a great conversation, but I'm not sure how much progress may be made, or rather, more progress can be made if everybody's expressing how they feel. Now, if everybody truly agrees with everything being said, cool.
Yeah.
But typically there's some moments in there where you may not think that's the right thing to do or say. And you have to be able to say that to make the conversation get to where it needs to be, just so everybody can be on like an even playing field mentally, right? So something else I want to touch on with you, brother, because we got off on a tangent, but that's some good conversation we just had right there. I ain't even got into none of my questions yet. So tell everybody, what is a student success coach?
Definitely. Real easy. Someone who coaches students to their best success.
Okay.
I want to say that again. Someone who coaches students to their best success, not the success that I want them to have, not the success that the teacher wants them to have, not the success that the coach or the family member wants them to have. I want to coach students to the best success that they desire to have. Now, that takes a lot of asking questions so that I can find out what does success mean to them. And once I start finding out what their definition of success is, then I can start helping them and guide them in that path. Or I can ask more quality questions to get them to go deeper on that, to see if that definition is even still beneficial for their growth. So as a student success coach, I'm doing the same thing I've been telling you and your listeners. I'm asking questions, a million questions. Like, I believe that I'm the greatest question asker in the world. I think you've given me a run for my money, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you asking quality questions, bro. But yeah, that's what a student success coach is. Somebody who coaches students to their best success.
Yes. And it sounds simple, but I know it's difficult. I definitely know it's necessary. We think some parents, not all, but because I know how difficult it is to be a parent, go to work, have a limited amount of hours to get in certain type of pertinent information. I understand how this can be, but sometimes we get in the habit of just sending our kids to school. My youngest son, he's 14, last child I have in school, praise God. I'm by myself certain days because I know he's smart and I talk to him and we be on the same page. I'll just let him go to school a couple of days. Don't say nothing to him. I'm like, can't do that. We have to be engaged. And the question asking is something that I have had difficulties with because I don't ask open-ended questions sometimes. And I know this being in sales, I'm like, wait a minute, I can actually use this on my family. I want them to talk. So, because I want them to talk, I can't say, how was school? That's a nice question I asked, but it's kind of limited. They're not going to give much information. You got to ask something a little deeper to get more information. So I know your job is hard, bro. So look, like, you're asking kids questions. You are putting them in a more of a vulnerable position to have a good conversation with you. What's the response of a child because you're not their parent, you're a guy coming on campus that's trying to help out. Do you get much resistance, or are most kids like, you know what, I can do this?
I don't get no resistance. So let me keep it all the way 1,000. I probably get resistance if out of 100% of the time, I probably get resistance 7%. But here's the reason. I know the formula. And the formula is engage with them where they desire to be engaged at, show them my true self, and then ask them to participate in what I want them to participate in. So even them participating in the question asking is me first asking how you feel about, having a conversation with me where I can ask you some questions so I can help you be your best self. I'm asking that question first because there's no point in me continuing to ask questions if they haven't even given me permission or allowed me to move forward. Most people don't even ask that question. They just go in and start asking the questions and what you do today and why you do this. And you ain't got no allowance yet. You know what I mean? Nobody allowed you to even be in that space. And so I want our young people to feel super safe and comfortable with me. And so I just take them through that process, right? I meet them right where they are. If they talking about the metaverse, or they talking about Roblox, or they talking about what them and the homies was doing, I want to meet them right where they are. Right. Then I want to bring my authentic self to them. Like, I share stories with them before I even ask them to open their mouth. I share stories that I know would be relevant to where they are. So if I'm working with an 11th or 12th grader, I'm going to share stories from when I was in 11th and 12th grade. If I'm working with a 5th grader, I'm going to go back to when I was 10 and I had Suzanne Smith as my teacher, right? If I'm talking to a first year college, then I'm talking about my recklessness at Fresno State. Now I'm bringing the defenses down. I'm bringing the barriers down. Why? Because I'm being transparent. I'm showing you all my cards before I even ask you to open up. And then after I do that, now I'm asking for your permission to move the conversation forward. It takes time, but I promise you, it's worth it.
Damn, that's not even a concept I fathomed in my mind before. You ask him to talk.
Facts.
Damn. It sounds simple, but because you could just jump down, hey, my name is Dwight. This is what we're gonna do today. Yeah. But nah, is it cool?
Right.
For me to even engage with you on your personal, damn, that's big, Dwight.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, and this is not, I would like to say I've been doing